Hello children, welcome today to the first video session of class 7th computer science. The topic for today is the number system, which is chapter 1. Early times, to count, there were different methods. People used stones, tally marks, fingers for counting. But as the need increased, different methods of numbers systems came into existence. There were various number systems that were invented. Number 1, decimal number system, which we have been using, binary number system, octal number system, and hexadecimal number system. Every number system has a set of unique digits. All other numbers in the number system are formed by the combination of these digits. Base of a number system. These unique digits in a number system define the base of the number system. Let's take an example. In the decimal number system, there are 10 unique digits, namely 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So its base is 10. In the same manner, binary number system has 2 unique digits, which are 0 and 1, and so its base is 2. We have another number system, the octal number system, which has 8 unique digits, which are from 0 to 7, and so its base is 8. And the last hexadecimal number system has 16 unique digits, which are 0 to 9, capital A, capital B, capital C, D, E, and F. They are total 16, and so its base is 16. The base of a number system is also known as radix. The base is generally written as a subscript, 15 base 10 or 101 base 2. This shows which number system the number belongs to. In every number system, the value of a digit in a number depends upon three things. Number 1, the face value of the digit, the base of the number system, and the position of the digit in the number. Let's see an example. Let's consider a number 462 in the decimal notation. The face value of the given digits in the number are 4, 6, and 2. The base of the number system is 10. The place value of each digit in the number are number 1, 2 has the place value units, which is represented as 10 raised to power 0. 6 is in the tens place, which is represented as 10 raised to power 1. And 4 is in the hundreds place, which is represented as 10 raised to power 2. We need to note another important thing. In hexadecimal number system, the face value of the digits A, capital B, capital C, capital D, capital E, and capital F are: A represents 10, B 11, C 12, D 13, E 14, and F 15. Therefore, in a hexadecimal number 2A, the place value of the digits of the numbers are 2 and 10. Now let's see the binary number system. The binary number system, as we just now discussed, has two digits, 0 and 1. A computer uses the binary number system. But why? Because the computer understands only two modes, on and off. On is represented by 1 and off by 0. A computer converts all the digital data into binary format. This is the reason why we need to learn how to convert a decimal number to a binary number and vice versa. To the first conversion, which is a decimal number to a binary number. Let's see the method. When we want to convert a decimal number to a binary number, we divide the given decimal number with the base of the binary number, which is 2. Write down the remainder and divide the quotient again by 2. Repeat the above step till the quotient is 0. Write the remainders obtained in each step in the reverse order to form the binary equivalent of the given decimal number. Let's see an example. Suppose I have a number 37, which is the decimal number. We start dividing it by 2. Once we divide 37 by 2, we get 18 as the quotient and 1 as the remainder. We again, second step says divide the quotient again by 2. We divide it and we get 9 as the quotient, 0 as the remainder. Repeatedly again step 2, divide 9 by 2, we get 4 as the quotient, 1 as the remainder. Again divide 4 by 2, we get 2 as the quotient, 0 as the remainder. Divide 2 again by 2, we get 1 as the quotient, 0 as the remainder. And the last step, again divide 1 by 2, we get 0 as the quotient and 1 as the remainder. We now write all the remainders in the reverse order, and so the final binary number thus obtained is 1 0 0 1 0 1. The other conversion of a binary number to a decimal number. The place value of a digits in the binary number are 2 raised to power 0, 2 raised to power 1, 2 raised to power 2, 2 raised to power 3, 2 raised to power 4, 2 raised to power 5, and so on. This is from the right hand side. Like we have units, tens, hundreds. Similarly, for binary, we have these as the place values, which are equivalent to 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, and 32. To convert any binary number to decimal number, we need to follow the following steps. Number 1, multiply each digit of the binary number by its place value. Add up all the products, we get the required decimal number. Let's see an example. Suppose we have a binary number 101. We call the number 101 and not 101, since 100 is nowhere in the binary number system. Now, expand these as 1 into 2 raised to power 2 plus 0 into 2 raised to power 1 plus 1 into 2 raised to power 0. If you notice, we have written the place values of the 3 digits. Multiply each digit with the place value of that digit, and so we get 4 plus 0 plus 1, which gives you 5. And so the decimal equivalent of 101 in base 2 is 5. Let's now see the conversion of an octal number system to a decimal number system. We follow the similar pattern, but now we have to multiply by the place values of the octal number system. Let's first see the place values of the digits in an octal number system. Again, starting from the right, the first place value of the first digit from the right is 8 raised to power 0, then 8 raised to power 1, 8 raised to power 2, 8 raised to power 3, 8 raised to power 4, and so on. The values for these are 1, 8, 64, 512, 496, and 32,768. Again, to convert an octal number system to decimal, we require to follow the following steps. Number 1, multiply each digit of the octal number system by its place value. Add up all the products. And the third step, we get the required decimal number. Again, let's consider an octal number system 70. Multiply the first digit, which is from the right side, 0, by the place value, which is 8 raised to power 0, and 7 by 8 raised to power 1. We get the required answer as 56 plus 0, which is 56. So the decimal equivalent of 70 in octal is 56 in decimal. I hope it is clear. Let's now come to conversion of a hexadecimal number system to the decimal number system. I think you are quite familiar with now the way the conversion is taking place. Again, we require the place value of the hexadecimal system. The place value of the digits in the hexadecimal number system are 16 raised to power 0, 16 raised to power 1, 16 raised to power 2, and 16 raised to power 3. Again from the right side. The values of these are 1, 16, 256, and 4096. So to convert the hexadecimal number system to a decimal number, we again follow the following steps. If you notice that the steps are the same, the only difference is multiplying by the place value of that particular number system. Again, multiply each digit of the hexadecimal number by its place value. Add up all the products, we get the required decimal number. Again, let's sample. Let's consider the hexadecimal number 3b. If you break up the digits 3 and b is on the rightmost position and its place value is 16 raised to power 0. 3 is the next one, which is 16 raised to power 1. When we multiply these and add up the products, we get 48 plus 11, which sums up to 59 in decimal. So 3b in hexadecimal number system is equivalent to 59 in decimal number system. Now, before there are some practice exercises for you. I would like you to go through these exercises and do them in your notebook, which we will check when the school reopens. The first one is identify the face value and place value of the decimal numbers. There are two. The next question says to convert the decimal numbers to binary. There are three parts. Next question says to convert the binary number to decimal. Again, the next question is converting the octal number to decimal numbers. There are three parts. And the last one is converting the hexadecimal numbers to decimal numbers. Thank you for watching. I'll provide you with the answers for the practice questions in the next video. And we will be continuing with this chapter on our next video, which will be about arithmetical calculation using the binary number system. Thank you.